Imagine a woman born into a world where kingdoms fought for survival, where the shadow of European colonizers stretched ever longer across Africa's coasts, a world where the slave trade tore families apart and empires clashed in brutal wars for land and power. Into this storm stepped Nzinga Mbande, a queen unlike any other. Fierce, cunning, and unyielding, Nzinga didn't just survive, she fought back. Against Portugal's powerful armies, she carved a path of resistance that would echo for centuries. But who was Nzinga really? And how did a woman, born into a small African kingdom, become a legendary warrior queen who outsmarted one of the world's most advanced colonial powers? This is a story of war, diplomacy, betrayal, and a will so strong it changed history. Nzinga was born in 1583 in the Ndongo Kingdom in modern-day Angola. Her father was the powerful ruler of Ndongo, and from an early age, Nzinga was groomed to understand the brutal realities of power and survival. Royal life was no fairy tale. It was a game of strategy, survival, and fierce competition. Nzinga learned to speak several languages, including Portuguese, which would later become a key tool in her resistance. But the biggest threat wasn't just rival kingdoms, it was the Portuguese. They had arrived decades earlier, bringing ships, guns, and a hunger for control. By the late 1500s, the Portuguese were building forts, capturing Africans, and forcing many into slavery. The Atlantic slave trade was tearing apart the fabric of African societies. Nzinga's brother, King Mbande, ruled Ndongo during these terrifying times. The kingdom was pressured constantly to submit to Portuguese demands, tribute, slaves, and land. But resistance simmered beneath the surface. When her brother died, Nzinga seized a moment most would shy away from. She claimed the throne. And she did so at a time when it was nearly unheard of for a woman to lead an African kingdom into war. Nzinga's rise wasn't just about warfare. She was a master diplomat, using language and negotiation to buy time and protect her people. Her fluency in Portuguese gave her an edge at the negotiating table. But Nzinga never bowed to the colonizers' arrogance. In 1622, at a peace negotiation, Nzinga faced a moment that would become legendary. The Portuguese governor offered her a chair, a symbol of respect, but also one that placed her beneath him. Nzinga shocked everyone by having one of her servants kneel, and she sat on his back, showing the governor that she would never be subservient.